back, dudes. My name's Rob. This is Sarah. If you haven't been here before, we tend to build a lot of different things like high-performance boats, cars,
snowmobiles,
schoolies,
Oh god.
land.
and yeah, I've been getting some comments like, where'd you guys go? What are you up to? Well, we will fill you in right now. Leaving Wisconsin.
It rained a lot recently.
Well, the grading did not go as planned because now we have a pond. Got waterfront now.
Yes.
And this lake, unlike all the other lakes around here, does allow swimming and boats. There's an engine in here now, everything's hooked up. It doesn't run yet, which is why I thought it would be a really good idea to start something new. So over here in the back of the Civic, we have a new hood for Sarah's Beetle.
Woo! I just want to say I didn't mess that up. It came like that.
And then today we went and got another project car because, I don't know.
Does it run?
No.
How long has it been sitting?
40 years.
Does it have a windshield?
Also no.
Okay.
Alright, so let's get it in here and see what we got. Oh, and by the way, the 911 is almost running, but the idiot who installed the fuel lines swapped the supply and the return line, so yeah, figured that out a couple days ago. This one goes in your mouth, this one goes in your... Just barely fits. Story of my life.
Hey, do you have any extra wheels?
I do.
Oh.
I think those are going to be real cool on this thing.
Show your whole stack of wheels.
It's not that bad. It's like, I don't know how many sets, but it's not that bad.
Well, we have another project car. It's a little rough. It's pretty cool though, it really is. And it's got a lot of potential, but yeah, it's a little rough, Rob. Get in the light, get some good shots of that.
Nice.
Woof.
So I know it wasn't like a huge build series, but I had a 2002 project for the past few years, and that was pretty cool. I think it turned out awesome. And then when this came up for sale, and it wasn't like completely a pile of crap.
Like that completely is a relative term
Right.
at this point, yeah.
But it's the same color, and it's the same year.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, oh. Honestly, if this had been cream or something, I don't think I would have gone for it.
Yeah.
But this is a 1972 BMW Bavaria. I don't even know what years they were produced, but they renamed them the Bavaria for like a short time. And it had the big motor, but less power stuff inside, which sounds perfect. It's a 4-speed and it has 80,000 miles. Okay, let's hop in here a second.
And it's carbureted, it's not that funky fuel injection system.
So this thing has been sitting inside since like 1980, maybe 1981. What's the odometer say?
83,227.
not so bad, but check this out. This sticker that was in this car says July 8th, 1980 and 80,800 miles.
Ooh.
So
It has not seen a lot of action lately.
yeah, it's been off the road for, at this point, over 40 years.
Wow.
I've resuscitated some huge turds. I mean, the boat projects I've taken on have been off the water for 10 years. And I guess I've done some cars that have been off the road since the 90s, but this was off the road when I was born. I don't know. This is a big roll of dice.
You're like a revival specialist here at this point. Yeah.
But the big, honestly, if this car has like no redeeming qualities other than looking cool, but the interior is actually really nice in it.
Yeah.
Other than that rust hole, and
There's one on, I was gonna say there's at least two under. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm gonna Fred Flintstone us for a while. I'm gonna have to weld, aren't I?
I hope so.
Oh boy.
Hey Sarah, let's check out the back seat.
Oh boy. This is a good back seat though, boys. Like, look at this. This isn't, especially considering I scrubbed and repaired and did whatever else to the back seat of the 2002. Like, this is mint.
Yeah.
Clearly this back seat did not get a lot of action.
Look at the trimming on the door too. Like it's super nice in here compared to the 2002.
Is there an ashtray? There is an ashtray. Look at it.
So what's the first thing you should do when you bring home a project car?
Check for mouse nests.
No, have a beverage.
Oh.
But then we should put wheels on it immediately. I know it doesn't run and doesn't have a windshield, but since I have a set of wheels that will look cool on it, I want this thing to be able to roll around, and this is a flat tire, that means we should put wheels on it.
Also, I gotta say, I'm pretty sure half the reason he justified it in his head buying this is because he had these wheels.
All right, so I have a bit of a wheel problem, or I don't know, I like them. I like collecting wheels. But everyone knows the BBS RS, super popular wheel, classic wheel design. What most people don't know is that Enkei also produced the BBS RS. They're literally like, they're the same wheel. They
But
just
authorized?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting, yeah.
But the way you can tell a rep from a real one is that the real ones always have these screw-on caps, and the reps usually have like a bolt or something holding the side cap on. So if you're gonna look for BBS RSs and you see a deal for like $400, this has to screw on. That means it's either a legit high quality Enkei or a real BBS. If it has a fastener, it's fake. So. So for some reason, I thought the Jag XJ6 had 5x120 and it has 5x114. Not only will it not fit this car, I don't have anything 5x120, which means I need to find a set of wheels for this thing, because these steelies, I can't even really look at them. They're terrible. All right, well, I found some wheels, $100 for all four. They hold air, whatever, and they're not rusty turds, they're alloys. I hate steelies. Steelies suck. They're heavy, they're not worth anything, and they rust. So always buy used alloys. Anyway, let's throw these on the car quick. All right, after a quick scrub, they don't look so bad. So temporary wheels, $100. Let's put them on. Way too high. Oh my God. But what we want to do now is start setting ourselves up for success in the future. Let's check out this engine bay. Oh, that sounds good. I kind of just want to try to find a new hood because this thing is so rotten. But what's weird is like the rest of the car is not rotten. Like look at the shock towers. They look incredible. I mean, there's some surface rust in the cowl drain here, but there's no perforation. And everywhere that counts, it's not rusty. The rockers are good everywhere. The pinch welds are good everywhere. The only thing that sucks is the bottom edge of this fender, which isn't too bad. And then the bottom edge of the doors. But the actual chassis itself is super clean, which I'm really happy about. This engine has not been messed with. The seller who acquired this car to get a deal on a different car hasn't really done anything to it. He drained the oil and said it looked okay. I don't know if I believe him, but we will find out. What I want to do now is I want to pull the plugs and just throw in some Marble Mystery Oil and pump them in there and just let it sit for a few days, because we're going to let that sit and soak on those rings before we try to turn this over by hand. Hopefully it's not seized. If it is, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but I'm hoping that we can make this thing work. All right, dude, so all the plugs are out. All of them looked pretty good except for cylinder number, I'm guessing 3. I don't know, the third one from the front. It actually looked corroded. I'm a little worried that there has been coolant sitting in the cylinder for 41 years. That would be bad. So instead of just soaking them in seafoam, we're gonna be using an endoscope and just check them real quick. I got this one on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. It was like 30 bucks. It works okay. I think the software might be spyware, so make sure you don't have any compromising images on your cell phone. All right, boys? All right, let's check this out. All right. Okay. Oop. Uh-oh. That's not good. So it looks like it looks like one of the valves was open. And oh no. Oh no. This cylinder is full of coolant. Oh no. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with this car yet, but I do think I have the answer to the question of will it start after sitting for 41 years? The answer is no. No, it will not start. That cylinder is boned. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with this thing. I have a bunch of ideas, and they just won't stop. Just go to sleep thinking about things to do, even though I need to finish, this car and some other whatever, I have some other stuff to do. ADD, shut up. Let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, obviously, I could just try to rebuild this motor. I could try to swap in a newer M30. I could cut my losses and sell it and just try to get something else. I don't know. What would you guys do? Leave a comment below if you have an opinion. I'd like to hear it. But I am still really excited about this car, so I think I'm going to keep messing with it in the meantime until I do decide what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to go get the 1973 Jag XJ6. That is a super weird car too. That is a California XJ6 that has a 5-speed swap from an E-Type and triple SUs, also from an E-Type. So it's basically an E-Type in 4 doors, much like this is an E9 in 4 doors. They're within a year of each other. I've actually been reading motor trends from back then, and it's really interesting how comparable they are. I'm gonna try to get the 2 non-running early 70s European cars I have together just to do a video and compare and contrast my piece of crap non-running Bavaria to my piece of crap non-running Jaguar. Why do I own these things? I don't know. I'm trying to make some money ultimately. And I think these cars have potential. So yeah, for the people that knew about this and they're like, well, dude, you already have a Jag. I get it. I'm guilty. All right, something's wrong. But we're gonna narrow it down to one. Okay, which one would you guys pick? Actually, I kind of want to hear that too. Would you restore the Jag XJ6 or would you restore the Bavaria? I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I want to hear what you have to say. All right, cheers. Till next time, dudes.